All right, this is Ecclesiasticus, also Ben Sirach, chapter 5, verse 1. Set not thine heart upon thy goods, and say not, I have enough for my life. So with the stuff that you have in life, don't just be content with what you have. All right. Verse 2. Follow not thine own mind and thy strength. Follow not thine own mind and thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart. So you're not going to, we got precepts that we got to follow after. You're not going to do something just because you desire to do it. You're not going to just follow your desires. All right, verse 3. Say not, I have sinned, and what harm hath, say not, I have sinned, and what harm hath happened unto me? For the Lord is long suffering. He will in no wise let thee go. Okay, so it says, say not, I have sinned. So if you know you out here sinning, and then it says, what harm hath happened unto me? So if you know you out here sinning, and then something eventually happens to you, like it says he's long suffering, so that means he has patience. He's gonna be slow to anger. So that means you had to be doing a certain sin or multiple sins over a long period of time. So when you get punished for it, don't be like, yeah, why is this happening to me? All right, because it says right here, he will in no wise let thee go. So you will be punished for it if you keep on doing it. Verse 5. Concerning propitiation, be not without fear to add sin unto sin. And this is another version right here. I'm reading it from the KJV out of my Bible. So do not be so confident of forgiveness that you add sin unto sin. So the door of mercy is there. So you're not just going to take advantage of the door of mercy just because he's going to forgive you. All right. You're not going to make a habit of sin. All right. So verse 6. And say not his mercy is great. He will be pacified for the multitude of my sins. For mercy and wrath come from him, and his indignation resteth upon sinners. All right, so if you go back to verse 5, that's basically like taking advantage of the door of mercy. It says, and say not, his mercy is great. He will be pacified for the multitude of my sins, because it says that in no wise let thee go. He's not going to let sins go unpunished. All right, so verse 7. Make no turning to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. So there is a day of mercy, but eventually the door of mercy is going to shut. That's saying don't put him off until you feel like you're ready. Seek him while he's early, while he may be found. All right. I'm roughly paraphrasing. You go to verse 8. It reads, set not thine heart upon goods unjustly gotten, for they shall not profit thee in the day of calamity. So you can also think of that as goods unjustly gotten. You can think of that as carnally, you getting goods carnally, like, so you out here, say like a gun, or like, which is the modern day sword. You're not going to, we know that the weapons of our warfare is not carnal, so that can be a good that's unjustly gotten. All right, so verse 9. Winnow not with every wind, and go not into every way, for so doth the sinner that hath a double tongue. So winnow not with every wind. A wind is synonymous with doctrine. Don't follow every doctrine. And don't follow every doctrine, for so doth the sinner that hath a double tongue. So if you follow every doctrine, over here they might be saying the mark of the beast is a chip. Over here they might be saying the mark of the beast is actual physical money. So if you following these two groups, you know what I'm saying, and then you following these two groups, it can lead to confusion. So that's essentially, that can lead to having a double tongue, being hypocritical or contradictory. All right. Verse 10. Be steadfast in thy understanding, and let thy word be the same. So stand firm to what you know, and let thy word be the same. So stand firm in what you know, and you go back up to verse 9. If you're steadfast in your understanding, you're not gonna have a double tongue. So make sure that you're consistent in what you're saying. All right, verse 11. Be swift to hear, and let thy life be sincere, and with patience give answer. So be quick to listen, and be quick to listen. Let me see, I'm gonna get this another. It says, be quick to hear and but deliberate in answering. So all right, so be quick to listen, but have patience in giving the answer. Don't just a lot of people nowadays, like they like to, they hear you, but they're not really listening to you. So be slow in giving the answer. All right. Verse 12. If thou hast understanding, answer thy neighbor. If not, lay thine hand upon thy mouth. Okay. So if you got understanding of a certain topic, answer a question to someone. But if you don't understand anything, then it's best to just not say anything. Yeah. Sorry about that. Had a phone call, but yeah. Verse 12. If you have understanding about a certain topic, then you should speak on it. But if you don't say anything about it. All right. So verse 13. Honor and shame is in talk, and the tongue of a man is his fall. So it's somewhere in the rest of the Bible. It says you either justify or you condemned in your speech. So if you justify or condemned in your speech, you should walk circumspect and watch what you're saying, because it says honor and shame is in talk, and the tongue of a man is his fall. So anything you say or do, anything you say can be held against you, and you can be shameful. All right, so this is verse 14. Be not called a whisperer, and lie not in wait with thy tongue. For a foul shame is upon the thief, and an evil condemnation upon the double tongue. So be not called a whisperer. Another word for a whisperer is a gossiper. And lie not and wait with thy tongue. When you lie and wait for somebody, you set a trap. So in your head that you're using a play on words to get people caught up, but at the same time you saying something else. Then it says, for foul shame is upon the thief, and the evil condemnation upon the double tongue. So the double tongue basically speaking contradictory to get people confused, and at the same time you're confusing people, but you're doing it purposefully. You're trying to be deceitful. All right, it's basically being a hypocrite. All right, so verse 15. Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small. So it says don't be ignorant in anything big or small, basically, roughly paraphrasing. So if somebody tell you something, they relay a message to you, whether it's gossip or something true, or you see something on TV, or you see something in the newspaper, you're not just gonna take it for face value. You're gonna actually do your own research. You're gonna analyze it, and then you're gonna read in between the lines, or whatever is being told to you. All right. So hopefully that was edifying to you guys. Call Halayim La, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah Ba'Shem Rakakadas. Shalom.